Hail YouTube, Dominions, Doomentites, and Arch-Villains! Thank you all for supporting me in my effort to save pop culture. And I would ask you please make sure you are still subbed, turn on your notification bell, and if you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. This channel could use your support. Thank you, and enjoy this video. The Batman has long been known to be a troubled production. There have been multiple shutdowns, allegations of beer bug infection on the set, whispers of problems with Robert Pattinson's attitude. In short, the production of this film has been an absolute disaster. There has been some information leaked to the mainstream media, including a famous leak in Vanity Fair, alleging from a highly placed source that Robert Pattinson himself had become infected, forcing a shutdown in the production way back on September 3rd. But what is really going on? My friends, Vanity Fair has their sources, but so do I. And my agents have brought me news from a source they have confirmed as someone with inside knowledge of the production. And according to this news source, the Batman is in deep shit and may even be delayed again with another forced shutdown. I cannot independently confirm what I'm about to tell you, so as always, I must insist that you regard this information as rumor and take it with a grain of salt. But get ready, my friends, this is some very effed up stuff. You'll want to watch this video to the end because I have a lot of information to share with you. So for those of you who haven't been following this, let's review the disastrous history of this production previously confirmed by other publications. The Batman is supposed to be a relaunch of the franchise, starring actor and broomstick impersonator Robert Pattinson, a rather svelte fellow who previously portrayed a twee vampire lad who sparkled like diamonds in the sun. Experience that for some reason convinced producers, hey, Pattinson would be perfect for playing Batman. It makes sense that Batman would only go out at night if he sparkled like diamonds in the sun, which would tend to make him awfully hard to miss and a very easy target. Hey, shoot at the sparkles, Bugsy! Shoot at the sparkles! Ah, really, Batman? That's no way to lurk in the shadows when you look like Zsa Zsa Gabor's G-string, banged Liberace's cape, and voila! The Batman, aka Sparkles the Wonder Bat. Not really much of an origin story, is it? I'm saying Pattinson is a suck-ass choice to play Batman, okay? There, I said it, and it felt good. So yeah, Pattinson was cast, but then Matt Reeves' production was delayed along with the rest of human civilization during the initial quarantine in March, and Robert Pattinson famously tweeted out on May 12th that he was hanging out, not doing a damn thing to work out and get buffed for the role, despite being provided with gym equipment and a training regime, along with instructions that Batman should not look like the guy in the comic book ads who gets sand kicked in his face before sending away for a training manual from Charles Atlas that he doesn't read. He even taunted fans with pictures of himself looking skinny and disinterested in life, as well as food. Fans kind of thought he was trolling them, that it was just a joke, but it wasn't a joke, evidently. Pattinson defended himself by saying, James Dean wasn't exactly ripped. Well, yeah, but then again, James Dean didn't play a superhero, did he, dipshit? Screen Rant then turned around on May 14th and defended Pattinson, using his laziness and disdain as an excuse to question the entire concept of masculinity in film and say that having Batman need to be muscular is, quote, restricting, unquote. They concluded, quote, it's also fair to just cut Pattinson some slack. Getting anything done during the current coronavirus lockdown is difficult, and working out is especially tough for many stuck at home. Well, he was provided with gym equipment, but never mind. It takes an incredibly rigorous regime and a massive team of trainers, chefs, and studio micromanaging for an actor to maintain the industry and societally mandated physique that has been collectively decided as the right one for a superhero. By the time the lockdown is over, it's not like Pattinson won't have the time or means to get into the shape that the Batman producers want. But that's not what happened, according to my source. And here's where things get interesting. On September 3rd, Vanity Fair published an article stating that the Batman production had shut down due to someone testing positive for the beer bug on the set, and furthermore, Vanity Fair claimed that a highly placed source had revealed it was Robert Pattinson himself who had contracted the disease. The production therefore shut down until September 17th, the story goes, when Variety claimed production was ready to resume. But my source alleges that all of that was a lie. And while I have no personal knowledge one way or the other, what my source has to say is interesting, especially in light of Pattinson's earlier tweets in May. An initial source stated on September 15th that Robert Pattinson being sick was a load of BS, a cover story to hide the real reason Matt Reeves wanted to shut the production down. This initial source put us in contact with a second source close to the production, who claimed that when Pattinson showed up for the first day of shooting, the director took one look at him and lost his shit. Pattinson was supposed to be working out during the lockdown delay, and true to his tweet of May 12th, he didn't do shit. The director then decided to shut down the production, and he gave Pattinson 4 weeks to go work out and at least get toned. Obviously, if Batman is going to be fighting criminals, he has to, at the very least, be fit. And Pattinson looked more like a junkie than the guy that rounds them up. As of September 21st, my source claimed, quote, "They are filming the stuntmen right now. Pattinson should be back on set sometime this week for close-ups and dialogue," unquote. Well, cut to October 1st. My source reached out to my agents who told me, quote, "We got some info last night. Pattinson is back, and during his absence, he still refused to work out. The director has thrown up his hands and is just going with it." We asked the source, okay, why is that such a problem? The source said the two stunt doubles are so much bigger than Pattinson that there's going to be no doubt when he's not in the suit. As Bruce Wayne, he looks like a stick. This could be a one-and-done movie. Pattinson is a pain to work with. He whines about the suit, it's hot, it's tight, etc. At this point, the source claims the director just wants to get the movie done and move on. Wow. So according to this source, someone with direct knowledge of the production, Pattinson has ground director Matt Reeves down. Pattinson looks ridiculous in the role. The stuntmen are much bigger than he is, so looks like Batman is going to grow and shrink throughout the movie. Maybe they should change it to a movie about the Atom. Reeves knows this is a problem, but apparently he just wants to get this albatross of a movie off of his neck if these rumors are true. Unfortunately, another rumor suggests that getting the Batman finished may turn out to be much harder than anyone thought. My agents sent me the following on October 1st, quote, "We were just informed the UK is considering shutting down again and or putting massive restrictions in place due to the resurgence of the beer bug, and the Batman production has been put on notice. It has not been shut down yet, but it is possible it will be closed down for a third time. The first time was back in March when the beer bug first hit the US, then again when either Pattinson tested positive for the coof or when the director sent him away for 4 weeks to work out, depending on which rumor you believe. Now a third shutdown may be looming for the troubled production. My agents concluded their update, quote, "The Batman could be in trouble," unquote. Well, my friends, according to my source, the shit is going down even as I make this video. On October 5th, yesterday as of the making of this video at 10 a.m., I received the following tip from my agents, quote, "Our source told us there's a cast meeting today and a crew meeting after that. We asked if the UK has put the new restrictions in place. The source said, not yet," unquote. Later that day, towards around 5 o'clock, I received the following update on the meeting, quote, "According to our source, they had 2 meetings, the cast and after that, the crew. They now have new guidelines they must follow or risk being shut down. They are limited on number of people on set at any time. They are limited on the hours they can work. They must have masks at all times, and if they are found not wearing their masks, they could face fines and even jail time. There was some talk of moving the production out of the UK, and while they admitted they may have to postpone shooting yet again, as of right now, they can continue, unquote. But then, just an hour later, I received the following update, quote, "Our source just reached out. As of tomorrow, the production will be scouting for places to continue filming. This comes straight from Warner Brothers," unquote. So there you have it, my friends. The production may be facing a third shutdown, and if these rumors are true, Pattinson has refused to work out at all for the role of a superhero because James Dean wasn't all that buff, and the director just kind of wants the whole thing to be over. Not the most promising start for a Batman movie, if even half of this stuff is accurate. The situation is obviously fluid and changing rapidly, so watch this channel for updates, which I will post as I receive them. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.
Ha 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 ha.